As much as I see this every day, still trips me out to see a straight up slot machine section in a supermarket. But that's it for the Sunday grocery prep. We got all of our groceries ready to go. Now it's time to go home, clean, organize, and get ready for the week. Thank you guys for following us on such a CUNY day, checking out dinosaurs, eating at Zippy's, and we will see you guys in the next vlog. Good morning, everyone. Today is a bittersweet morning because we must say goodbye to the Quan family beast, aka the Raptor Killer. I put on a good 75,000 miles on this bad boy in a course of 3 years. Yes, that's quite a bit. I drive from Vegas to LA, but you can see all the upgrades on here. Full lights, light bar, fog lights, skid plate, 37-inch tires, upper control arms, reservoir shocks front and rear by Fox. We got side steps, we got a diamond back tonneau cover, front runner bars. We also have Borla exhaust. I put a lot of heart, energy, research into this bad boy, but what we realized is with all the trips that we make from Vegas to LA all the time, we actually need an SUV because we bring our dogs every single time. Every trip that we take, we bring our dogs to grandma's house before we fly out of LAX. So we do quite a few trips, and unfortunately, as cool of a truck as this guy is, it's been my super cool range vehicle. Like, I have all kinds of dope hookups in here. Like, I had all my gun and camping stuff just stored in here, ready to go. The unfortunate truth is I don't use it as much as I use it as an actual family passenger vehicle. So I did place an order in at Toyota, and they just notified me that my vehicle came in. I'm not going to tell you which one. Maybe you could guess in the comments which one I got, but I will show you guys. So today will be the very last ride with the Monkey Man in the middle, as this is very, very custom, and it's very rare to find CUNY cars with this monkey seat. But I think we're going to be in a better place and we could take all the dogs and our luggage nice and comfy.
Are you going to miss your seat? Because Papa's going to pick up his new truck today. Why? Well, you know what's going to happen?
I think he likes sitting in the middle.
You don't have to sit with the dogs anymore and fight for your food. It was always the worst.
Yeah.
Because we would go on road trips, and then we were all eating up here, and then Tyka's like, no, Mia, no, Cooper. And they're just like this, like, are you going to give me some food, Tyka? Are you going to give me some food? And he would always be like that, or covered in dog fur, and I felt so bad.
Yeah, because back there,
but not anymore.
We don't have a place for dogs in the back, so the dogs with Tyka in the second row, and they're eating his food and sleeping on top of him. So Mama, the dealership sent me a picture of my new car. I did not tell them what car it is, but I want to get your reaction on camera once you see it. So just turn it around.
Whoa, this is nice.
You know what the funny thing is? I already have some wheel ideas for it.
Of course you do. Would you be Bart Quan if you didn't already have all the hookups that you wanted? Would you? I don't think you'd be.
I'm gonna go very simple with this build though. It's just gonna be wheels and tires and a really small like leveling lift. That's it.
What about a widow watter?
I want a widow watter.
Does it come with a widow watter? Did you ask about the widow watter?
You want a widow watter? Okay, Mama. It's right there. Right in front of your big eyes. Da, 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 da.
Very cool.
You like it, mister?
No.
No, why?
I like your car.
Oh, you like the other one? I can sit in the middle?
Here, I'll open it up for you guys.
Thank you.
Yep.
It's clean, huh?
Power lift gate, so it opens automatically from the back.
Oh, nice. Oh, Mom, I wanted to show you something back here that I think you'll really like. So you know how we always carry the dogs in the back?
Yep.
There's a third row of vents up there. You see that?
Oh, amazing.
So you cool the little dogs down.
I know.
So it's just, there's a second row of vents and third row of vents.
Because mine doesn't have, you know, my car doesn't have anything in the back. So when I put them in the back,
They're like,
I feel so bad.
What'd you find? Ooh, cup holders for all your snacky snacks.
Somebody can sit in the middle here.
Well, we don't have any other kids, just you. So you fold that down and put your snacky snacks in the middle. And look, you can put more snacky snacks.
Look at this little vehicle.
Or a little speaker. And it comes with the JBL sound system. You see that? See that?
Look, this is how you lock the doors.
Wow, you know a lot, huh?
Yeah.
We got the iron.
So this part's really cool, Mama.
Yeah.
Where you could toggle all the way forward.
Sick.
So that one can too. So if we ever have extra stuff,
Yeah.
then it becomes long, almost like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Then it almost turns into like a truck bed, which is
Sick.
cool. So you still kind of get the benefits of a truck.
Yeah.
You crazy good. Saved your life. Now you owe me $50.
No. I was thinking better.
All right. So another thing that I like,
Yeah.
you're gonna go in on this side, and I'll show you from this side.
So in the back.
So turn your head in.
Okay.
So turn your head in.
Oh, okay. Careful, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to put it down.
So you see the USB-C?
Nice.
So guess what that is custom for?
This guy's iPad.
Exactly. So that he can have his own charging station. We don't have to worry about him all the way from the front or anything like that.
Yeah,
You hear that, dude?
Yes, you have to the internet.
So we
Okay.
could always put his little charger right here.
Yep.
And whenever he needs it, he just pulls it out
Sick.
and he can charge his own stuff. You're crazy bones, dude. So sit in the passenger seat.
All right.
I just sat in the driver's and it's actually really comfy.
Very nice.
Does it feel comfy?
Yeah. Dang, these seats are nice. What are they
They're
made
nice,
out of?
huh?
They're really nice.
I don't
They're
know,
cushiony.
But
They're
I
like
watched a review online and like 3 of the car channels, they
Yeah.
said that it's the most comfortable like Toyota car seat they've ever felt.
So you know I have the Audi, right?
Yeah.
They're not this soft.
And they've all owned Lancruisers, Forerunners, Sequoias, and they said this one is the most comfy car seat they've ever felt.
No, this is
That's
really
a good sales point too.
You're very right. You hit all the points.
So I don't know if this option has it. It's not a big option, but oh yeah, this one look has a cool box. You see that?
Oh,
So it's almost like a
tight.
mini fridge. So you can put little drinks
Oh
in
yeah, I
here.
can feel it.
Keep it nice and cool in here.
Wow, Papa knows everything about this truck.
I'm one of those guys that does my research before I buy anything. Pretty cool, huh?
Super cool.
Yeah, it feels comfy. Doesn't feel small. Feels spacious, but doesn't feel too huge. I like the moonroof. I like the headspace.
Moonroof.
Let me sit in the back real quick.
Okay.
Because as you know, I am like 6'2",
Yeah, you're a big guy.
so I gotta see
Not
if it
even
fits.
6'2".
How do you know? How do you know how tall I am?
You're 5'9".
No, I'm 6'2". Everyone thinks I'm 6'2". You gotta,
Your son's a hater.
You want your keys? You want your keys?
dude. Don't be a hater. Dude, 5'9's the new 6'2".
Oh yeah, you want your keys in time.
This is pretty
How's that
comfy.
feel?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it feels good.
Nice.
You
I
should
know,
get
I
your
see
tall
the-
ass back here. And see how it feels. Okay, let's get this tall lady back in here.
Yeah, say what you really
This is
said.
the real 6-footer over here.
Nice.
How's it? Is it comfy?
Yeah, it's super comfy.
You could recline too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can pull right this one right here. See if it reclines more.
Yep. That's a max.
You can take a little nap
Yep.
on the way back to LA.
Feels nice.
This is how you put it.
I like it.
Oh my god, you're gonna keep getting squished down there.
Don't do anymore.
I thought this way.
It will go back, but I think you're too little, so it smashes you.
What up guys? So yesterday I was in a super rush to go through the finance department so that I can finish up all the paperwork so that I can take the Lancruiser home. But now I am parked at a park in the shade and I can finally go through a walkthrough of what I love about the new 2024 Lancruiser. So first and foremost, check out the headlights. There are 3 main trims on the Lancruiser. The bottom one is a 1958, and then the top one, I believe, is called either First Edition or Heritage Edition. And both of those have the circular lights. And as dope and as retro as those are, I've always been a fan of these square ones because it kind of reminds me more of that Lexus GX look. And I like that the body shape is retro, but the front headlights are more modern. So I opted for the Lancruiser model, which is right in the middle. And what's cool about that model is you also get these rigid fog lamps. So these are actual LED and they change colors from clear to amber. So one of the biggest gripes that I had about my old truck is that it was bare bones, didn't come with any of the things that I needed, like suspension, lights, and all that stuff. And the problem is when you put all those things into a truck, now every single one of those pieces require maintenance, which is why cars like the Ford Raptor or any of the TRD Pros are so popular, because not only does it have everything you need, they're all under warranty as well. So that's one thing that I wanted. Had the Lancruiser came in a TRD Pro, I for sure would have got that. But the main things that you need when you go off-roading is really good suspension, which we'll talk about later, and lighting, and the fact that it comes with actual real aftermarket lights. Like Rigid is a aftermarket company. It's not a OEM or stock company, that is super cool. So yeah, these wheels and tires gotta go for sure. I'm definitely gonna put a leveling kit on it, and then I'll probably end up putting 35s. I already checked the forums, and with a 1 or 2 inch lift, you can put 35s in with no cutting on the fenders. And that's important to me because my last truck, I cut a bunch of stuff in the fenders, and although it looks good, anything that now creates some sort of wind resistance when you drive will create noise. And the way these cars are built, just all cars in general, they're perfectly sealed. So all of this is going to sound quiet on the inside. The minute you start unbolting and pulling flaps out and do all that, yes, you can fit bigger tires, but it starts creating a gap where the wind noise can start pulling plastic pieces off. And there's times where I'm driving, like I just see one thing just fly off the side mirror. I don't want that anymore. I'm trying to keep this truck as stock as possible. The look I'm going for is called OEM Plus. So the fact that these big wheel wells fit at 35s is super cool. Under the hood, this is my favorite part about this truck. It's a hybrid that produces 326 horsepower, I believe, and 465 pounds of torque, while still being able to get 20 miles to the gallon. So to me, that's the best of both worlds. Me driving back and forth from LA to Vegas, I'm gonna get good gas mileage, and when we do our family adventures, I know I'll still be able to tow a big ass RV, no problem. So it has plenty of power still while remaining efficient. I think that's one of the biggest wins of the Lancruiser. Now going inside. So going with the whole retro theme, I love this steering wheel. It feels very retro, but still has all the modern amenities. I was honestly this close to just getting the either 2024 or waiting for the 2025 TRD Pro 4Runner, because that comes like out the box, ready to go handle any off-road adventure that you want. But just seeing this steering wheel and this new like cockpit layout made me fall in love with it, because this reminds me of all the cars I grew up in the 90s, where everything is accessible to your finger rather than having to go through some digital like interface. You know, if you want to change anything from the ventilated seats to the AC to whatever, you can just press actual physical buttons. Like in the analog world of the 90s, that's what I truly miss. I don't really care much for ventilated seats before, but now that we've been doing jiu-jitsu way more and we come out and sometimes you don't have time to change or whatever and you're like soaked, having the ventilated seats, like it actually blowing air through, actually feels really good. And in the hot summer where it's easy for your back to stick to the seat, that also helps out too. So in front of me is the reason why I don't need to do any suspension modifications on this truck. All of this is dedicated to off-road. Isn't that crazy? So MTS, which is multi-terrain select, you'll see on the dashboard right there that I'm able to toggle through all the different terrain: dirt, auto, sand, mud, deep snow. So it can do everything that I'm gonna dish out at it. And over here you can disconnect the front differential, back differential, disable the stabilizer bar. You have four-wheel drive high, four-wheel drive low, even though it's already in an automatic four-wheel drive mode. So like just me driving with Taika and Geo, if there's like a wet patch on the freeway, it's gonna automatically grip. So the drive is gonna be safe, smooth, and this automatic system is gonna be better than any other suspension that I can put on any other stock vehicle, which made me go, you know what? This for sure fulfills my mission of trying to get a vehicle out the box that's capable without having putting on too much aftermarket parts, which is what starts creating maintenance problems. Over here we have a wireless charger, which is super cool, so I don't even need to deal with cords, although it does have 3 USB-C ports, one for information and the other just for charging. But it works really easy. I just put my phone here and immediately everything gets synced up while charging, and I love that. Moving into the back seat, one big difference between the 4Runner and the Lancruiser that sold me on the Lancruiser 2 is that the back seat actually opens up way more. So it's easy to get in and out. I believe the 4Runner is like this. So if you got any friends on the bigger side, or if you got to load stuff in and out, it makes it a little bit more difficult. So I love that it opens up over here. The other thing is that the seats tumble forward. So not only does it fold like this way, it folds all the way forward. So this is one of the things where when you get like a SUV or a truck, the cool thing about a truck is it carries more cargo but less people. With an SUV, it's more people, less cargo. This makes it the best of both worlds, where now I have like pretty much a 6-foot bed to carry the stuff I need, and that will also toggle forward too. It's very easy to use, which is important, and it also leans back. In the rear, we got this cool pop-up glass door. So if you got the little puppies in the back, you can say what's up, or if you go camping, it's easy to pull things in and out. I love like these little features like this, where you can tell that Toyota just isn't in the automotive industry, but they keep their ears and eyes open in the overland off-road industry too, and they kind of hear the needs of all the people. So that's super cool. Opening up the trunk, I love that it's electronic. So when you're taking groceries out, you can just press a button open, press a button close, and you don't have to like fumble with all your groceries and try to like push it down at the same time. So in this back, came with this super cool all-weather mat, and I love that there are charging ports on the side, so the little dude can have direct access to charging ports. He doesn't have to bug us anymore. And it has a little Toyota first aid kit that's just stuck on with Velcro, and this really cool function, which is storage. Just a little sliver of storage for like probably bungee cords, ammunition, maybe some water or whatever. I love that because if you guys remember my old truck, I had that whole deck system for drawers, and it's because a lot of vehicles don't come with storage, which is what you need if you're traveling long distances. And so I like that there's easy access storage like right in front of you. So that's super cool. See, one button push. The last and final thing that I love about this vehicle is, I don't know how they did it, but I really wanted the underground color. So every year when Toyota releases vehicles, they always have a signature color, right? Like most cars, they come out with the blacks, whites, and silvers. But you know, if you follow the 4Runner TRD, what am I saying? If you follow the 4Runner TRD Pro, they'll have one year where it's like that olive green, there's that slate blue, then there's that like lava orange. So with Lancruiser of this year, they had this underground color, which is almost like a dark gray. So I wanted a signature Toyota year color because I feel like it makes it stand out. It makes it a memory piece. And if I were to sell it later, they'll be like, oh, I remember that specific color that Toyota had. So shout outs to Finley Toyota out in Henderson. They helped me find this color. And even if you're trying to get a Lancruiser, a lot of places will have a 3-month waiting list. I've seen up to 6 months and even a year. I was searching all over America for a Lancruiser of this specific trim and color, and they found it for me within 3 weeks. So I went to go in and grab it, which is why I was in such a rush to finish all the financials. I just want to lock it and take it home. So this is going to be the new Bellmobile. I'm calling it the Quan Cruiser. And hopefully you see way more family vlogs and adventures coming out of this bad boy. And I'll keep you updated once I put the wheels and tires and lift kit on. And you'll see how much it transforms everything. Thank you guys for following. See you guys in the next episode. Peace. Also, here's some video afterthoughts. Completely forgot that this specific model also comes with the JBL sound system. And I forgot how much that I actually miss tunes. Because my last truck was more of like a work truck trim. So it had the most basic sounds ever, and so no music really sounded good. So when I'm driving, I was on a podcast heavy rotation, and now I've been listening to music, and I forgot how dope it feels to just cruise. And the second thing is I love that the Lancruiser is kind of like that mid-size SUV, not so much the actual class of mid-size, but you know, you kind of have the medium-sized SUVs like the 4Runners. And then I was also in the market for like a big one, like a large one, like a Sequoia or Tahoe. And when I'm driving by myself, the Tahoe Sequoia is too big. And then when I have people and stuff, then the 4Runner feels a little small. So it's cool that the Lancruiser was kind of like right in the middle, right in between, kind of like a, you know, if you're one of those guys that's in between like a large t-shirt and an extra large t-shirt, the Lancruiser fit perfectly right there. So the minute I got in this bad boy, I was like, oh, I definitely feel the headspace, There's definitely a lot more changes, even though it is, I believe, built on the same platform as the new 4Runner, the one that hasn't come out yet. But the fact that it's, I think, target market is somewhere in between of that space, I really like that. So that's what made me finally pull the trigger on the Lancruiser. And so far, I'm very, very happy with it. And hope you guys like this video. Now this video is really officially over.